And we're live. Hi, I'm Abigail. It's my job to help recruitment and talent acquisition professionals connect with scientists in order to build top-performing teams in STEM, including life sciences, pharmaceuticals, and medicine, as well as technology and computer science.
And hi, everybody. I'm Austin with ResearchGate Scientific Recruitment Solutions. Our suite of digital products connect qualified research talent with institutional research organizations and industry R&D teams across the world. These aren't normal times. In fact, this is a once-in-a-generation moment. Our personal and professional lives have changed swiftly and dramatically. In the face of a global pandemic and economic downturn, workplaces have been forced to take unexpected measures. Furloughs, layoffs, new digital workflows, financial belt tightening, and work from home have upended professional normacy. Hiring in STEM is no exception.
The world understands, perhaps more clearly than before, the significance of the work being conducted by the global scientific community. Science matters. What's more, hiring the right scientists and researchers matters. Recruiters and talent acquisition teams are doing the behind-the-scenes work that paves the way for STEM professionals to solve some of humanity's most pressing problems. But hiring today is quite a different story than even just a few months ago, and hiring professionals must be nimble to address the current job market.
Now, as a people professional, you might be asking yourself questions about how to remain productive in the face of hiring reductions with an uncertain forecast as to when hiring might again increase. You're probably also wondering how to best allocate your recruitment resources, which might have been adjusted due to COVID-19 and significant economic contraction. And then finally, you're also likely to be concerned with continuing to staff your organization with the caliber of research talent that will help you succeed now and in the future. In order to help you at this challenging times, we've mined ResearchGate data from more than 17 million registered scientists and researchers. In this short video, Abigail and I will share with you our insights and recommendations for building the best teams in STEM, despite the uncertainty of the moment.
To provide context to our data, here you can see a breakdown of our 17 million members by sector. Life sciences, such as medicine, pharma, and biology, are by far the most represented researchers on the platform. Engineering is a close second, and a significant amount of computer scientists working at the forefront of technological innovation are on ResearchGate as well.
Now, our global members are distributed around the world with particularly strong representation, as you can see here, across the regions of North America, Europe, and Asia. It's also interesting to note the impressive gender parity we see in science and research based on ResearchGate proprietary data. The OECD actually estimates far less gender parity in STEM, according to research now conducted nearly a decade ago. And on ResearchGate, we see that times have changed. It's also worth noting the diverse range of ages and career level representation, including that nearly 90% of ResearchGate members hold postgraduate degrees.
As more people are spending more time online, many of the world's largest digital communities have seen significant increase in their platform metrics, including ResearchGate. Here you see that since April 2020, we've had a 24% increase in registrations and a 34% increase in time spent on site. And based on certain behavioral patterns among researchers online, we predict that this growth in online scientific research activity will persist into the future. Furthermore, we recently conducted a survey of international researchers via the ResearchGate network, collecting 3,000 responses in 24 hours, in which we asked respondents to talk about the impact of COVID-19 on their job-seeking behavior. As you see here, 1 in 2 are actively scanning the job market. This is a point of consideration for recruiters. It's likely that top STEM research talent are either newly looking for work, or maybe they're looking at the job market only as a precautionary measure. As such, whatever the case, for this short window of time, you're able to secure them to drive innovation and success at your organization. At the same time, 1 in 2 respondents also report that they're actively browsing the activity of other research organizations. This is a strong sign that the work of talent acquisition professionals remains vital, particularly employer branding, on both owned and external digital channels.
As many of you are aware, many of the traditional face-to-face channels for connecting with prospects, whether it be career fairs or conferences, have been delayed or canceled due to the coronavirus. Agile talent acquisition professionals have the opportunity to employ a digital-first approach to make up for any lost face-to-face contact. Employer branding, including broadcasting your organization's workplace stories and research stories, allows you to build the awareness that you need to succeed in hiring activity now, and also in the future, once your hiring volume again increases. Now, of course, social media is but one avenue for connection. I'm sure you're all aware of this. And your target audience might not be familiar with you yet, and thus not following you. As such, a sure bet in STEM is to go where your audience goes, including ResearchGate.
According to a survey of 1,800 scientists, 78% of research professionals report that they're open to new opportunities, even if they're not actively looking for a new job. Data also suggests that employer branding reduces cost to hire by as much as 50%, while it simultaneously increases the quality of applicants by as much as 50%. Evidence further suggests that employer branding cannot be turned on and off at will, but rather it's an activity that must be sustained over time in order to bear fruit. As such, digital employer branding is a great application of budget now, given the increase in time spent online due to COVID-19, and this allows you to be top of mind when hiring resumes more normal levels.
Based on conversations with hundreds of customers combined with usage data, not only from 17 million researchers on the platform, but also the customers that we work with, there's quite a bit that we can infer from the current state of hiring in STEM. And we can use this information to help organizations like your own maintain people productivity during this time. For instance, based on survey data, we know that 93% of researchers are open to being directly contacted by recruiters on ResearchGate. Furthermore, we've seen a 1.5 times surge in high volume usage of candidate search. This is a tool for recruiters to source and direct message talent since the pandemic hit. These are significant numbers, but you may be asking yourself, well, why now? Other recruitment professionals are telling us that they're using candidate search to operate in what they call stealth mode. Even if hiring is officially frozen, they're still able to build their talent pools and getting early market feedback from potential future candidates while using the candidate search tool on ResearchGate.
Data also gives us insights into best practice for sourcing scientific researchers. For instance, sourcing professionals that have filled out their recruiter profiles on ResearchGate are twice as likely to receive a response from potential candidates. Further, as our data indicates that the majority of researchers are open to being contacted directly by recruiters, sourcing professionals essentially have an open invitation to reach out to STEM talent. But of course, it's important to court researchers on their terms. So be brief and direct, but also appeal to the whole person. Send them links to employer branding content to get them excited about your organization and your research output. And of course, do a bit of homework to really personalize your messaging. This might be referring to a researcher's existing body of research and how their particular skills might be well applied within your organization.
hey, we get it. Budgets are cut, hiring is reduced, frozen, or uncertain. These are frankly strange times we're living in. Um, None of us have a clear sight into the future, but one thing is true. Your organization needs the top research talent that can drive innovation not only today, but 1 year, 5 year, 10 years down the line. Every organization is understandably making workforce adjustments at this time. As such, it's natural that even the most talented STEM professionals might be evaluating alternative career opportunities, whether due to furloughs, layoffs, or as a precautionary measure. Our own survey data, collected from 3,000 researchers when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, indicates that 1 in 2 researchers are right now actively scanning the job market as evidence of this. To add on top of that, we've seen a 34% increase in time spent on ResearchGate, which, if you think about it, is extraordinary given that ResearchGate already has comparative advantage in time spent on the website. And given that 78% of researchers prefer to learn about new opportunities while browsing or working online, targeting these STEM professionals with select jobs allows you to potentially access some of the world's best talent who might not otherwise be interested in new jobs were it not for COVID-19's impact on the economy. This helps to ensure your organization remains as relevant now as in the future.
In a COVID-19 world experiencing drastic economic contraction, talent acquisition professionals must be nimble. A digital-first recruitment strategy among a targeted STEM audience answers today's suddenly changed hiring realities. A full funnel approach online positions your organization for success in science. This includes broadcasting your workplace stories and research achievements with employer branding. It includes direct sourcing the most qualified STEM talent via candidate search. And it also includes posting select jobs during this unprecedented time in which scientific leaders and scientific rising stars are potentially available for a short window of time. And of course, ResearchGate scientific recruitment solutions are here to help you attract, recruit, and hire the very best talent today, tomorrow, and beyond. As Austin said earlier, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now.
That's right. Now, to shortly wrap things up, the importance of building the best performing teams in STEM is clear. The organizations driving scientific innovation will guide and shape our collective future. With more than 17 million validated members, ResearchGate is the world's leading professional network of scientists and researchers. STEM researchers come here to advance their science and their careers. Members include 79 Nobel Prize winners and represent 193 countries, with 89% of them holding advanced graduate degrees. And to top it all off, with 3 billion page impressions last year, we are the global destination for STEM research.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and really, we are here to help. Reach out to your dedicated ResearchGate account manager if you already have one, so that they can offer you an assessment of your current STEM hiring needs, which have likely changed due to the current economic and societal climate. If you don't have a dedicated account manager, we'd love to strike up a conversation with you. You can reach out to us by going to researchgate.net/scientific-recruitment. That's a bit of a mouthful. Just go to researchgate.net and you can find a link to our recruitment solutions there. Or also you can drop us an email directly at jobs@researchgate.net. And we'd love to chat with you about your needs at this time so that we can help direct you to the best plan in order to fulfill those needs. Thank you again, and all the very best to you, your colleagues, and your loved ones at this time. Thank you so much, and thank you, Austin.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Take care, everybody.